welcome back to A Place in Space. I know I abandoned you last week, but I'm back. I was inspecting the bars in Cornwall for stability, which is a tough job, but someone had to do it for a week, and I think I've recovered. Anyway, you're not here for my tales of piss-ups, not yet anyway. This is Tuesday, it's New Comic Book Day. Let's roll. There's a couple of things, and these are listed in alphabetical order. Let's do it. Children of Revolt, number 1, is brought to you by Marvel. I know nothing about this book. I'm assuming you do. Please, please, please help yourself to internet knowledge. However, this one, been waiting for Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Weapons, Avengers for a little while. This is Benjamin Percy bringing you this one. I love his style. I love his stuff. Do bear in mind this will not roll over into Ghost Rider Wolverine number 2. This is going to go straight into Ghost Rider 17. Okay, but if you're after, I just love these characters. They do it so well, and the pace is gritty from the off. It doesn't change. It doesn't let up. Loved it. Perfect. DC have also got a lot of gritty things going down. If you've been living under a small rock on Mars, they've been doing a Halloween-esque, horror-esque event, not in Halloween. They've been Night Terrors. It's been running throughout July and now August, in the height of summer. Well done, DC. We've got Night Terrors issue 3, which is all kinds of terror. There's also a couple of subsidiary titles. If you weren't aware, there's backup titles as well. This week there's The Flash, there's Green Lantern, there's Robin, and I believe there's a Zatanna as well, which I've elegantly forgotten to bring out for this video. So please use your imagination and imagine I'm holding it here or something. Let's move over to Titan super quickly, because they've been busy bees over the last couple of years doing femme fatale-esque spy noirish horror, doing it very well. The latest of which is Scarlet Couture. Actually, they've got a really helpful, I just want to show you that. I've read most of the books on that page, this one here. If you haven't, maybe freeze the video, bring up that. You might want to have a dig through, because they've all been fantastic. I've been loving them. Gun Honey in particular is the most recent and biggest one, but when they've been doing adaptations like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Peep Show, everything, it's been very good. This one remains to be seen. Haven't read it yet, but chime in soon and we shall see what we think. That is Scarlet Couture, number 1. Also, there's free, just this week for example, they've also got another one out called Heat Seeker, which is already on issue 3, but that is their brand new one. Okay, Spider-Man from Dan Slott is undergoing a bit of revitalisation right now. All things Spider-Man are cool under the hands of Dan is also, I believe, bringing back Superior Spider-Man as well. But just this week, he's got the annual for number 1. Star Wars, Return of the Jedi has had a couple of one-shots undergoing recently. So this is Max Rebo. If you ever needed more of the big man in blue singing you a song, or perhaps announcing and giving you the soundtrack to the way only he can in Star Wars, this is your issue. I know you've been waiting for it for 35 years. Do not miss it. If you haven't been waiting for 35 years, just don't miss it either. Swan Songs issue 2. This will not relate to issue 1, only in title, but this is Maxwell Prince doing Ice Cream Man-esque kind of horror, but in themes of every story ends, hence the title Swan Songs. Issue 1 is self-contained. That had Martin Simmons on the artwork, who you might know from the Department of Truth fame. Brilliant. This is going to be from the artist of Homesick Pilots. That's going to be looking very different, but equally bloody cool in a wholly different way. If you like yourself some premier top tier level independent work right now, do not miss this. You could literally jump on from issue 2, from issue 3, whenever. Each issue self-contained. I love that when it's done really well. That Texas Blood was a bit of a hit, if you like your urban western violence a la Tarantino, gone so far up the dark side it's crazy. They're giving it a prequel by 150 years-ish from what I can work out. So it's literally western absolute violence delivered on beautiful paper. It's very hard to get this across in video, but this feels incredibly retro with a really premium level cover. I like that a lot. Image, take a bow. You've done some good production work there, and it really does reflect that when holding that in the flesh. Very cool. Super quickly, but equally as relevant, because it's been selling out every time we've even got a cover for it in. This is Ultimate Invasion issue 1. They've just gone to second print. I've no doubt that will go very quickly as well, because a lot of people jumping on this. This series will sequel and segue almost directly into Jonathan Hickman's Gods as well. So if you want the big setup for the all things Marvel for the next couple of months, it's literally starting here, okay? We do have some covers of the week for you, but first, of Unparalleled Renown, I'm going to introduce its entirely separate section here, known only as the greatest cover of all time, of which there can only be one contender, which is this. Ghost Rider Wolverine number 1 by Frank Miller. I will not hear a word against it. It is a work of unparalleled work. And yes, jury's out. I've really enjoyed some of Frank Miller's recent efforts, in particular the one on Blade I thought was really cool. This one has caught the attention of the internet in ways that only Frank Miller can. I shall leave that up to your discretionary review, ladies and gentlemen, but either way I thought I would show you. Moving on to a wholly different artistic style and direction, we've got Selena dropping that one on Heatseeker. This is the Gun Honey series we mentioned earlier. If you do like yourself some crime noir, horror, femme fatale-esque work. This is... Night Terrors issue 3. That is the Francesco Mattina cover. Now, he often does very dark, quite gloomy colour palettes, but equally talented. This one, he's literally lit it up like a goddamn Christmas tree, comparatively for Francesca. He very rarely does such a light palette, but you can really make out every single inch of Dead Man's Horror through woe there. This is Ariel Olivetti on Queens of the Lost World. That's issue 2. Opus Publishing. Whatever you're touching right now seems to be golden. So keep up that sterling good work. That is San Julian's Queens of the Lost World number 2. They're basically touching all things heavy metal, horror, fantasy, and smashing it out the park. So long may that continue. But Ariel, that's a hell of a cover. Couldn't really decide, so not really picked an order here. Hopefully that is showing throughout the shine of the bag and board. But that is Kyle Hotz giving you Groot in the way that only Kyle Hotz possibly could. That is a Guardians of the Galaxy 1 in 25 variant. I'm here for that. That is luscious. But he is the master of minimalism, and literally simplicity is this man's name of the game, and he smashes it each and every time. That is Superman Annual, cover B, I think. That's this week's Jock variant for Superman. Love that. Anyway, it is delightful to be back, ladies and gents. I've missed you. Stick around this week. We'll have a lot going on. There's a Whatnot show tomorrow, of which the soundtrack will be nothing but death metal. Yes! Come on, Steve. You finally agreed. We'll see. There'll be a show on Thursday, there'll be a show on Saturday, and if you can, please do like, comment, share and subscribe as always. It's very good, it does always help us out, and as always, it's lovely to see you. Take care, folks.